Everyone talks about building a personal brand through credentials and achievements. But what if I told you the founders making millions are doing the exact opposite? They are building their brands from their scars, not their success. When I first started coaching founders and creators and solopreneurs, I thought my job was to teach frameworks, content systems, storytelling arcs, positioning strategies, all the things you would expect from someone with my background. However, here's what I learned the hard way. People don't need more frameworks. They need mirrors. They need stories that help them see who they could become if they stop hiding behind credentials, titles, and social proof. Before I go on, your support means a lot to me. Like and subscribe below for more real talk about building authentic businesses with no fluff and fake hustle. I grew up in Singapore where fitting in was safer than standing out, where grades and titles define your worth, where you learn early to suppress every part of yourself that didn't belong. By 15, I was behind bars in Singapore boys' home, staring at a concrete wall and wondering what my life was supposed to mean. I had learned that systems rewarded obedience, not curiosity. My real education began when I started asking different questions. Who did I want to be when no one else was watching? What story did I want to tell when all the masks came off? That transformation from juvenile delinquent to storyteller and from copywriter to founder became my credential. There are 10 laws of authentic brand building. Lead with transformation, not credentials. When I tell clients to lead with transformation, I mean their lived experience. Naval Ravikant says, escape competition through authenticity. You stop competing the moment you start being yourself. Your transformation is your competitive advantage because no one else has lived your exact story. Make the outcome unavoidable, the process irrelevant. Stop explaining what you do and start showing why it matters. When I left the media industry to build human algorithm, I had no safety net. I had a neurodiverse daughter whose therapy sessions cost more than most people's rent, and a vision I couldn't ignore. I needed my work to matter because my story was the reason I got up every morning. People don't buy what you do, they buy conviction. Turn your lived history into an unmatched advantage. Your story is your differentiator. I know how tempting it is to hide your truth because I've been there. Your queerness, your failures, your fears. Those are the stories that build bridges. When I started sharing about being gender fluid, founders and parents began reaching out privately. That's when I realized vulnerability doesn't weaken trust, it deepens it. Choose consistency that compounds over polish that delays. None of this works without consistency. I used to overcompensate and burn myself out chasing perfection. When my daughter was diagnosed, I no longer had that luxury. I built a 4-hour workday out of necessity, and that constraint became my superpower. Consistency beats perfection. You cannot compound what you never start. Speak it first, then write what survives real conversation. Every client I coach hits the same wall. The fear of being too raw, too much. I tell them, if you can't say it out loud, don't post it online. Authenticity is alignment. If your story doesn't sound like you when spoken, you are performing, not connecting. Before I go on, if you like this video so far, like and subscribe for more real talk about building authentic businesses. No fluff, no fake hustle. Draw a bright line against industry's default playbook. My business is built on contrarian positioning. In a world that rewards virality, I teach people to optimize for trust. In a creator economy obsessed with reach, I teach resonance. Rejection is direction, and every no means your clarity is doing its job. Define enough and measure what actually matters. I've been broke, burnout, and addicted to the illusion of progress. I used to measure success by metrics I couldn't control: reach, impressions, external praise. Now I measure differently. Did I write something true today? Did I have lunch with my wife? Did I cycle my daughter to school? Those are my KPIs. Growth without direction is chaos. Define what enough means to you. Build trust by telling the moments you once hit. The stories that connect most are the ones we once hit. I used to think sharing about being arrested, dropping out, or struggling with identity would disqualify me. But these stories became my bridge to others who were still hiding. You can build a business from your scars, not from your perfection. One signature story endlessly recomposed. Every creator has one defining story, the moment that changed everything. I teach clients to break their story down into 4 parts: the problem, the turning point, the lesson, and the result. The story becomes your content engine, your posts, podcasts, and your offers. I have told my origin story hundreds of times, and each version builds recognition and trust. Protect the voice only you can deliver. Your voice is your real advantage. AI can mimic structure and rhythm, but it can't live your story. It can't feel a transformation, it can't love and doubt the way you do. That's a power no algorithm can replicate. Here's what happens when founders stop hiding behind resumes and start building from their humanity. Their content connects and their audience grows. Their business sells. Naval says the most powerful leverage is media that works for you while you sleep. Your story, told consistently and truthfully, becomes that leverage. So here's my question to you. What story have you been afraid to tell? What transformation are you hiding behind credentials? Somewhere out there, someone needs to hear exactly what you have lived through. Be brave enough to tell it. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one story you have been afraid to share? Let's start building your authentic brand from there. If this video resonated with you, like and subscribe for more real talk about building authentic businesses with no fluff and no fake hustle.